never knew. I've always taken it for granted. I go up to a gas station, put my gas in, and I go, you know how many oil lines are on the coast gas station?
No.
Look up oil field, like unbelievable. That's what I was.
Okay, we all good?
You're all good. The lights ready?
All right, let's call the meeting to order. Please join me in pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flags of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Welcome. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. 2026. Any adjustments to our agenda? Anything? Presentations, we have none. Public hearing, none. Citizen comments. Any comments from the citizenry?
Yeah.
Please, take your name and
There, my name is Lake Phillips. I'm a member of Waldeboro. I just wanted to come before the select board, sort of asking about the planning board application that I submitted 4 months ago now. I've spoken with 4 people since then. I've spoken with the town planner, the town manager, the head of the planning board, and a member of the select board about the status of that application. And I've gotten different comments both on the time frame expected as well as the process by which that application is considered. I know this is particularly important because the planning board is going to be submitting proposals for the town warrant very soon, and one of the members is going to be away for 4 months, and another member will be away for most of the month of February, meaning the planning board won't actually be able to make quorum for most of the month of February. So I just wanted to come forward and request a little more information, and also just state that I'm alive and I'm also interested in this. I've been going to all the previous planning board meetings since I applied, just to get a feel for the process. Yeah.
well, this is your lucky night because you're on the agenda. We're gonna,
Oh, there we go.
we're either gonna approve or disapprove you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope me needling you wasn't against me. All right.
Government grinds.
Yeah.
They grind hard.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll sit down and let it proceed.
All right, thank you. Any other comments from the citizens? Not on the agenda. Go ahead.
Hey, hello. As you all know, I love props. So today I wore my prop from the town landing. And this one actually came from the parking lot across from my
I'm
office.
sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Loretta Severson. I'm a Waldeboro resident, born and bred. And I talked to Julie before regarding the cleanliness of the town landing. And I understand there's 2, but I'm talking about the one right here in town on Pine Street.
Pine Street, yeah.
Yep. And so I have a bad habit, vice. I do smoke from time to time, and I'll sit down there and watch the wonderful wildlife. I've lived here, like I said, my whole life. I've never seen seals down there. There's actually 2 pairs of seals that love when there's fish going up and down the current. There's 2 sets of eagles. There's all sorts of wildlife, as many of you might know if you ever frequent down there. Usually when I'm walking around, because I like to get in a few steps when I'm smoking too, kind of defeats the purpose, I suppose, but I'll pick up stuff. This fabulous t-shirt, it's wet. It was stuck in a snowbank and frozen earlier. Took a lot of packaging tape to make it stick, but it does have some lovely signage on it. And I put it on one of those great granite rocks, thinking whoever owned it might come down through and pick it up. And it's been there for months. Like I said, this was in the bushes I found today. And you know, there's just a lot of things here I just found here. I talked to Julie, and her concern was we've tried to put trash cans there and they end up in the river. We've tried to put butt cans there and they end up in the river. We've put needle dispensary receptacles in the porta potty and it's been destroyed. People have tipped over the porta potty. And so I have talked to at least one person on this board before the last election about, you know, because as a psychologist, I think of myself as a master problem solver. I love to brainstorm and I love to come up with solutions because that's what helps clients in most situations. You know, there are some fantastic communities in this country and fantastic communities in this state. This state is probably one of the most beautiful in the nation, in my opinion. Maybe I'm a little biased being a Waldeboro resident. But you know, there are other places that has just as many drug problems, smoking problems, drinking problems, places of people to sit and socialize that do not have this issue. Our great capital, DC, is probably one of the most immaculate. You know, go through the subways and I'd eat off the floor. So that's how clean they are. The state of but a trash heap, and it makes me disgusted. I've done training, education and training in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, and Nebraska. And without saying which ones, this state is starting to look like two of those states. And it makes me so angry because you should be able to drive down any back road and not see a ton of cans and a ton of plastic. I don't know which one this is, but whether it's Subway, McDonald's, you name it, Polar Pops, I don't care what. The country is trying to make this big push for environmental protection. We're now giving you paper straws and plastic wrappers instead of plastic straws and paper wrappers. Great. I don't care what the nation is doing as far as taking care of the trash, but as a community, I really think we need to do something about this. And yes, people are going to throw plastic totes and tubs and whatever into the river. All this is going to end up in the river at some point. Enough runoff, it's going to run in the river. I actually live at the end of the Madomic River. I can see the town garage. I see them plowing when they plow, salting when they salt. And anybody who makes a comment now, I'm getting pretty good at commenting to people that want to badmouth the police or the town works because it drives me nuts. They're public servants, as are you. And you're here to help this community be a better place to live. And we can do something about this trash issue at the landings and in the town. Put in ones that are concrete, that these hoodlums can't tip over or push into the river. You know, as far as, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day about, okay, well, we come up with a solution, but then we got to talk about the sustained cost of maintaining. Well, okay, you know what? We've got enough Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, 4-H programs. They're always looking, they got a badge for sustainability. And if we can get some of them on board, maybe the town works doesn't have the budget to go around and empty the trash receptacles and butt pots, but you know what? Somebody can. Or let's create a volunteer system. I don't care how we do it. This should not be at the town landing, nor on the streets in this town, or any town in the state of Maine. Thank you for hearing me out.
Appreciate it. And just to kind of comment on that, at least once, maybe twice a year, we do have a cleanup crew that goes
At least 3 times.
with the shellfish warden, and they go down the river, and the clam diggers are out there. And
Somebody is trying to help down there because I couldn't take this to my get up here, but somebody, and I don't even want to know.
I don't
what's in
even,
there.
I don't either.
I think they were using it as butt can because it was beside the rain. It was beside the kettle. So I'm guessing they were sitting there probably smoking. I didn't see who left it, but it's full of ice water.
Please.
Hi, my name is Paul Muse. I live on Jefferson Street. You guys probably know me from other things that are going on. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Severson.
Loretta. Absolutely. What would it take for the selectmen to approve a volunteer to go down there, dig a hole, put a post in with a couple of eye hooks in it that we could chain trash cans, and that either the town would have the locks that go on it, and then Loretta could, and we could develop people that wouldn't bear a burden to the town to go down there and empty these things once or twice, a couple of weeks. I mean, is that something that you guys could authorize? Again, just digging in, concreting in a post?
Yeah, I don't know, if I could see where she said someone's throwing we need to have a discussion with the Public Works and what we can do down there.
Yeah, I mean, again, is when these things come up with Public Works and various things, as we know, with regarding that, which I won't go into on Jefferson Street,
Yeah.
takes a long time. This seems pretty cut and dried. I mean, if you guys could, again, I'm sure, there's a coalition of neighbors, if you guys would approve it, that we'd be able to go down there and again, cement it in a post with a couple of eye hooks. That would, I personally have not seen what she's seeing. I actually think that, Pine Street Landing is pretty clean down there. And again, I participated in the cleanup, on the river. And, you know, Demascata River probably takes out twice what we take out of the Potomac, so.
Right.
If that's something that you guys could put in and put back to somebody, I'm willing to get on board and donate some time and effort to do so.
Julie, you said Julie texted a comment, she's listening. She's
Yeah,
listening.
she can't log on because she doesn't have the Wi-Fi, but she apologizes and she says that Will is not a supporter of McCann, but that's all she commented. She didn't comment.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
talk.
Will doesn't support having a can down there, is that what?
Mhm.
Yeah, but let us find out. Yeah,
That's, okay.
yeah, that something doesn't sound.
Yeah, cause
Let me
again,
look-
Damascata Town Landing has
Yeah.
cans, like, they've got
He said
6
if you
cans
have
down
any
there.
question-
Yeah,
You know, I really appreciate what you're going through. I live on a dirt road. And a couple of times a year, I gotta take my gator and I drive up and down the road and I pick up the trash from the side of the road.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
not just the town.
Yeah,
landing.
Yeah, but a town landing where boats are coming and going, it's like, they're gonna get rid of their empties rather than driving them. And.
Yeah.
You know, that makes no sense not to have a recyclable bin and a trash bin there where people could responsibly get rid of their trash as they come off the river.
Let me put on the
It's not
agenda.
just the people that are coming off the river, because I was down there smoking one day and the lady who lives in the house as at the top of the on Pine Street, right at the top there.
Walk down and sit and.
She came down and, you know, she saw me smoking and we were talking and she's like, yep, and she was just staring at my cigarette butt. And so fortunately I had an empty container in my car with some water in it that I, you know, do that. I will admit, yes, I have thrown a butt down there, but I'll usually the next day go back and once I know it's out because it's rained or it's snow or whatever, in fact, a couple of them on here from today. And the town crew was down there trying to secure the tree that had been tipped over, whether somebody vandalized the tree or it was hit accidentally or whatever, they were secured. And I walked up and talked to them. And I talked to them about, you know, who's in charge of like the cleanup and who's in charge of, you know, having a trash can down here. And they're like,
Volunteer now.
well, we have to install them and maintain them, but you have to talk to the town about that first. And I thought, I'll do that. This is not just a Waldeboro issue. I mean, as a psychologist, I travel 2 and 20 minutes north and I go through Newport and I stop for gas routinely and I will jump out of my car and I'll have a cigarette and it's right there at the Shell Freshies and McDonald's. I don't know if anybody knows where that's at.
Yep.
Walking around again, getting my steps in while I'm smoking, picking up trash. All kinds of trash. Some guy from the gas pump come over and thanked me because he saw me throw at least 5 bottles in the back of my trunk and throwing trash in the trash receptacle that McDonald's conveniently has out because in between the 2 parking lots. He thanked me and I said, you know, I appreciate Maine. I love Maine and I try to keep it as clean as possible. And, you know, whether the trash flew out of the back of a pickup truck, I know we live in Maine, a lot of us have pickup trucks, or people are pitching it out. Doesn't matter. As a responsible citizen of this community, state, and country, I see it my duty to help keep it clean, because I'd rather walk barefoot if I had the option, but there are a lot of places, hell no. I mean, it's just, it's filthy and it's dangerous out there. A lot of people are throwing things out that can be dangerous. I mean, where I got this from, last year, there was 2 needles, right? Clearview.
Ed, you
Public
use
parking.
town land a lot. Maybe
Not
not-
as much as.
Not so much this year as
Yeah.
in the past. Didn't we used to have a trash can down there?
Yeah.
But it-
Up in the river.
Ended up in the river, and that's what Julie said. She's tried.
We'll put on the agenda for next meeting that we will have a discussion answer on this. Get taken care of.
I mean, I just think if something
Apparently
is
it's also
stationary,
Filled with household trash.
Well, we'll have to figure that out.
that was another, yeah, that was another
That's
issue.
something we'll have to figure out.
If you use the holes at the top. Granted, the cost on those are a little bit more than, but, where you can only put in, much like at a gas station, so much, whether it's trash or recyclables, I mean, that would be an option.
Yeah.
And again, if Will is willing to look into this rather than just saying, no, it's a pain in the butt, because people throw, then when you guys meet again, I'll talk to a few neighbors and see if we can put a coalition together for some, people that would volunteer once they're installed, to go down there and check
Check
once a
on.
week, once every
Yeah.
other week.
And like I said, you know, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, they're always looking for something to earn those badges, those, and I can't remember what they are. I was a Girl Scout, was a Girl Scout assistant
Merit.
leader. Merit badge, yeah. They, you know, you have to have a sustainability factor in that badge. And whether that's something that can be built into somebody earn a badge to help with the installation or the funds. You know, I mean, concrete and those posts, like you said, are a little bit, you know, with the hooks are a little pricier. However we do it, I just think that, I don't know, as a Waldeboro resident, I see the concern, the lady at the top of the landing, across from the landing. It's a major concern. And I know I'm not the only one that's concerned about the trash factor and what's going into the river at the end of the day. Thank you
you.
again for hearing me.
What's the date for our next meeting?
27.
For the folks that are interested, our next meeting's on the 27th. We'll have this on the agenda. We'll keep working on
There'll
it.
be some discussion between now and then to get.
Yeah.
I certainly appreciate what you're saying. Any other comments from the citizens? How about comments from the select board?
No, nothing
Ruben?
here.
Nothing here.
Believe it or not, I have nothing present. Town manager's report, town manager is on vacation this week.
She has something. And I'm asking her to explain, so if you wanna wait, we can come back to it. Something about fire, EMS and police do a ride to school for kids as a PTA fundraiser.
Okay.
They want to auction off a ride in a police car, an ambulance and a fire engine for a kid to school, technically 3 kids. They need approval from you guys.
Yeah, we've done that before. I'll make the motion to approve
Second.
fire EMS and
Um,
PD to auction off a ride to school. I made the motion, second, any discussion? All in favor?
Thank you.
Motion to approve the consent calendar.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? New business. Board committee appointments. Who's our board chair? Ruben?
Oh, is that, okay, well, we'll do this backwards, since Mr. Phillips decided to come in and say hi. We interviewed Liz Phillips, for planning board alternate, and Daniel Vanna for planning board as a voting member. And we wanted to go ahead and recommend both of those folks.
I know Daniel very well, and now I know Mr. Phillips. I've seen him walking down his farm too.
I'll make the motion to approve.
And I see we have the planning board chair here. Does that give you a full slate?
Yes, it does.
Good.
I was mostly here because I was curious why it was taking so long to get to the appointments done.
So who made the
I
motion?
made the motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Welcome aboard.
And thank you for volunteering because. Next, we have liquor license approval for Sammy's Entertainment. Renewal.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Any problems with them?
There was none. I cleared both Sammy's and Bullwinkle's with the PD, and there's no issues with either one.
All in favor? Motion to approve, how about Bullwinkle's renewal?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? They're all good?
All good.
All in favor? We also have a animal control contract renewal
That's with the county, correct?
with the county, yes. The budgeted item. Animal control services are completed by the county. Nothing's changed other than the date, the cost is set forth in our budget.
You have a hard copy?
Yes, it's in here.
Yep.
Make the motion to approve the animal control contract.
Second.
I just second something
Any
today.
discussion on it? Any discussion on it? I think every town in the county except for two are being covered by animal control through the county. All in favor? Next, we have a contract renewal from Interstate Septic Waste Disposal Facility Agreement.
Make a motion to approve the contract. No price change.
Second.
You second, Mike?
Yes, it did.
Discussion? All in favor? Old business. Except for new business, old business, any old business we need to discuss? Agenda items for the next meeting,
We will have a.
We already have
public
trash,
hearing.
right?
public hearing,
A public hearing for a proposed liquor license for. I'm sorry, the name is escaping me, right beside the Narrows in the old 5 and 10.
oh, yep, a new place.
We're here to say hi today.
Oh.
Hi.
Got public comment at the end.
What's that?
Get public comment when you're ready.
Okay, you can take a step up now, because we already had public comments, but
Here with the new owners.
I, that's what I saw you folks, yes, I think they have something.
Sorry, we were a little late. We were painting, but I got it off my hands. We're here with the new owners of the building, Chip and Olga. My name's Kelsey, this is Anna, and we are planning to open a small cafe in Waldoboro, at 17 Friendship. We're gonna be in the old CDK cabinet space. We are gonna be called Dayboat Cafe, sort of an homage to the working waterfront.
Dayboat,
Dayboat, yep, DAYBOAT. And we're gonna be about 20 seats, soup, sandwiches and salads and snacks. We got a 5-foot deli case we picked up from some old clammers down in Brunswick, so we're gonna have dinners to go. The idea is, we've been working in restaurants pretty much since our career started in high school, washing dishes and working on through. I'm a chef, Anna's done butchering, we both do front of the house and back of the house. And we're hoping to be open 10 to 6, so you can come in and get lunch or takeout for everyone working during the day or folks here, you know, in the summer hanging out. And then we both like to be home at night, and especially in the winter when it's dark, ain't no one going out. So a chance to pick up dinner on your way home that you don't have to cook yourself, but maybe it isn't pizza or burgers, you know, some of the normal takeout options. So think like lasagna, local fish cakes. We say Waldoboro clam chowder with real Waldoboro clams, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I know someone will come in and get us hooked up with that. But yeah, we've been looking for about 2 years. We actually even looked at the mics over there originally. And that's when we really knew. When we saw mics, we were like, oh, this is a little bigger than we wanted, but we definitely love this town. So I live in Edgecombe, Anna's over in Newcastle. So
Yeah.
we're neighbors. But we are able to experience a second town, which is really nice. So any questions or anything, but
Yeah, and so we applied for, so we're gonna have a little retail section as
Oh,
well.
yes.
So we applied for an off-premise liquor license, which is you purchase beer and wine and you take it on your merry little way. We know from experience that folks will often buy their 6-pack or their 4-pack and then sit down and open it. So
With
the
the
idea
same.
behind the on-premise license is that we just want to keep everything above board. We don't imagine this being a drinking establishment by any means, but we just want to make sure that everything is kind of going the way that the state wants us to be going. So that's where the on-premise license comes from.
Yeah, and we feel like we're in good company. You've got churches for breakfast, you've got sort of the Narrows for dinner, and they've got a tap and burgers and kind of have their menu set. So we're hoping to fill that gap, but also not step on toes and be kind of a perfect offering for the folks locally. We both just love living here and being here. A lot of our neighbors, friends, and family are here, so it feels really good to have a community space where they can come visit us. So at the end of a long day, I'm not necessarily one to go out. I'm kind of a homebody. So I've always said I like working in a space where my friends can come see me and I can feel social. So that's kind of what we're hoping to have. We're putting in like a 22-foot counter. My husband's building it for us. So real community space built with our own hands. We've redone the floors. Chip and Olga have been a huge support in helping us sort of refinish the space and bring it back. We've had a lot of neighbors and businesses next door and folks coming in telling us about the Five and Dime, the old Fernalds. And we went to one of the town meetings you were at, Julie, about, I think, or no, Julie was at, sorry. Just about the downtown space. And there's a lot of stories of that about how folks grew up here and spent all day downtown on a Saturday, and they don't feel like they can always do that anymore. So we're hoping that this will be one more spot to, have space to do stuff, hang out, buy things, support yourself. A big thing Anna and I say is we think everyone deserves a nice thing, whether they're working or they're going home, a little treat, right? So we're really hoping to be able to support everyone being able to get a little treat at the end of the day or in the middle of their day.
Yeah.
You can be open 7 days a week?
We're just gonna start with 5 days a week, just as we ramp up with the goal of being open 7 days a week eventually. But we, it's at the beginning, it's hard to, you just gotta figure out kind of our time and and staffing's time and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that tough stuff.
Yeah, and we're really excited to be working for ourselves. So that's like a big deal. So we want to say hi to you guys. We've had really great, everyone we've met here has just been like the loveliest, from Mark and all the ladies in the office to, Public Works, everyone, neighbors, everyone we've met at every meeting. So we just feel like we're in really great company. So
Yeah.
you guys are kind of that final cherry on top, just saying hi.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm excited.
thanks.
Setting up shop downtown.
Yeah, everyone's been so lovely, and there's already everyone's already that's down there has already done so much. The Waldo Theater, the Waldo Inn, Laura Cabot's space, even the pharmacy, everyone sort of has their spot and everyone's working hard and putting the Christmas tree up. We're on the Waldoboro Facebook group, which is so active and awesome. And everyone's really involved, and that feels really nice because we like to be just like in a community that feels involved. So yeah. Any questions?
Just buy a house here too.
Say that again.
Just buy a house here.
Oh,
Yeah.
on the docket.
Yeah.
Welcome and thank you. And that is a great space. So
We're really excited.
I'm turning 50 this year.
Yep.
And I remember the high school days, walking around downtown, me and friends or just being downtown.
Yeah.
I've always worked in the restaurant business as well. And until I got my professional degree. And so I'm just wondering, because I know like you were talking about closing gaps, which I think is fantastic marketing. And I really like your idea of 10 to 6 and being able to be home at night. And I'm just wondering if there's going to be, because you talk about things you can pick up and take home or whatnot. Is there in this wonderful, lovely bar that's going to be able to seat a lot of people, just have like community gatherings? Young folks in this town need a place. I've always felt that from the time, I went out of school, out of state for college because I needed to get out of here. 'Cause there wasn't nothing here, like most teens feel. Just wondering, or just maybe putting a bug in your ear, like, at some point having like a day that's devoted to teens. Where they can come in and play games and have foods that are geared towards teens. Because I really feel like there's a lot of, as a psychologist, I see it just constantly, a lot of lost young folks.
Yeah,
who
getting offline and getting back in outdoors and
get
getting to know
together with
people.
one
Yeah.
another in a community establishment
Yeah.
where they're welcomed and they're encouraged, and a lot of positivity and good morals and ethics can be,
Role models.
really nice.
I will say we're not gonna shoot ourselves in the foot too fast and go too far, but I am the chef, and I would love to do cooking classes out of there, including things for like teens or kids, opportunities. We were joking today. Well, not joking. I'm very serious. I can't wait to hire high schoolers. I just love kids working or having the opportunity to earn their own money young, and having adults in their life that they can trust and then learn from, and then make their own decisions on how they want to be in this world and where they want to go. So we're hoping to be able to hire some teens, not only through the summers, but at the school year, getting done at school at 2:30, walking down because we're close by, working till 6 and then taking dinner home for their family and having something to be, you know, proud of and making their own way. So definitely kids considered. And also young moms. My sister's got 2 young kids and she's like, what do I do all day if we're stuck at home? It's nice to have a place to go where she can do something, you know, they can hang out with another mom, other kids, just even if it's an hour, but then, you know, also like, oh, and I can get dinner that's affordable and take it home and I'm not cooking tonight. So I think a big thing for us is we want everyone to feel considered and we want to meet people exactly where they're at is kind of something we talk about a lot. Yeah, because we're all just in different places in our life and different times. So just making sure everyone feels supported. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's our story. If any questions, we're going down there most days.
Yeah, come knock on our door.
Yeah, Anna says the lights are on, knock and come in, we'll answer. And I always say everything's for sale, so come say hi. Yeah. The only thing I didn't sell is the rockers one time, so it was too busy, but yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. So we'll be back for the
Oh,
next
yeah.
meeting to talk about liquor license. I'll reach out to you.
Yeah,
separately.
make sure we have all the paperwork and the presentation printed out and everything you need.
Great.
Cool, thanks.
Can't wait.
Thanks. We like to be on top of it, so nice to meet you all.
I'm actually Troy Hudson. I'm in the same building as them. So we're out, my wife and I, Heidi Holmes, we're opening up a store below them. And it's Heidi Holmes, she has Holmes and Hudson skincare. So it's going to be skincare. It's all plant-based. 30 main makers are going to be in the shop as well. We're going to carry their products. And then I'm doing vinyl records as well. So we're kind of making it like an analog store.
Vinyl record.
Vinyl record. My wife, she's like, get rid of these records. No. But yeah, so we're doing vinyl. We're doing vinyl even. What's that?
Are you buying them as well as?
Oh, we're buying and selling for sure.
Perfect.
And so hopefully we're gonna keep our places open via a staircase, I hope. We kind of shop, come down.
I was gonna ask that, so you she access your place from the.
Well, she has her own entrance and exit, but we're gonna hopefully while we're there, keep it open. So yeah, it's really, what a building that is too. It's, and Chip and Olga have been amazing. So, but.
Essentially in the store, I think there could be 5 to 6 businesses in the whole building that
Yeah.
are all available to the community.
And studio spaces on the 3rd floor. So they're going to have artists and everything on that 3rd floor as well. So, which is pretty awesome. And, but my wife and I are from Nobleboro, so we're right down the road. She's actually an 11th generation Mainer and I'm a 4th generation Mainer. So it feels good to work for yourself in Maine. And so we're just trying to live the dream. So that's it. Nice to meet you guys. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
We're really silly.
Gotta keep them happy.
Gotta buy a record player now.
You were thrilled when we found out.
I've got one.
Everything, it's gonna be so great.
I just gave away
Okay.
a stack like that. I kid you not.
The liquor license, what else we gotta do?
Several code enforcement issue follow-ups, road.
I thought we were gonna do this today, but we didn't. Code update, the name down the back cove, the back cove extension, yep. Anything else?
Is there an easement
Oh, and
in that board package tonight?
Yes.
Are we supposed to do anything on that?
unless it arrives, well, here's.
No, it's a quick claim. It's for
Yeah.
it's for Stevens property. Becky,
Again, do we have to do anything like, or is that
No, we
just
already
information?
approved it.
we already approved it.
Already
We already
approved
approved it, yeah.
There's also a
Oh,
couple of things from the planner. Give me 2 seconds. I can tell you what. it is
For next meeting?
For next meeting, yes. It's gonna be a full agenda. The Community Resilience Partnership is one. And then the other one is insulating the fire station. That's a proposal.
Okay, yeah.
It's for that RFP and the 3 estimate. So,
Like full night.
I've got one other thing on there, John. I want to ask Julie if there's an update at the next meeting about the solar array. There's been conversations back and forth about the communications chip, so there's a portal people used to be able to access.
Yeah, an update on the access to the town solar.
There might be info now, but I don't want to make her text it.
Yeah.
And the core of the whole system is doing its job, so it's, I'm not gonna call it unimportant, but that's not the part that's actually, you know, performing the function it needs to perform.
Just an update on it, because I know we had some issues with it.
And I'll invite Will for the trash can.
Well, yeah, we'll talk prior to the town manager about that. Yep. Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
all in favor? Have a good evening.
Good time.
I have to go up right in town.